Where I've got it up there, it says use your graph, but don't rely on it completely. What I mean by that is a lot of guys get into misconception these days that I've graphed that point, shoot, I didn't see any fish. That don't mean they ain't there, because they're probably there. If you can't see them on the graph, so many times, I see guys run up, they'll graph a point, and they're gone. Well, I'll go up, I'll graph a point, I'll see something little that sticks out there, even one boulder or a group of something, a hard spot. They don't think there's fish there because they're relying on the graphs way too much. Graph for the structure. You're not always going to see the fish. Yes, you can, but you can go back and forth and then turn this way and go back across it, and all of a sudden you see them white specks. Sometimes that graph does not read the same no matter what, if you're going in a different direction. That's why I do grid patterns. How do I dissect that point with the graphs? So yes, it's all with the big motor, save you a ton of time. You can trust your graphs on something like that because you're going to see the bottom. I'll split screens with down scan and structure so that I get a pretty good view of both. And I'll just do grid lines, grid lines back and forth on a point, or where a channel swing comes into it. Anything that sticks out like that, it's just a grid line pattern is what I like to use. And here's another thing too. Here's a little tip for you. If you're out there graphing points, man, this point looks so beautiful. Man, I went over it 100 times. I know right where the fish are sitting. They should be sitting right there. I can't get them to eat. There's nothing there. That's because you just ran them all over. Go ahead and graph the deal. Leave for an hour. Go keep graphing. Be excited about that spot. I know that feeling. I'm like, man, I can't wait to get back there. I want to throw on it. But you're gonna see if you just give them a break, because you wouldn't believe. I've seen this. I had a demonstration on it. When you're running your big motor across the point, say you're only in 15 foot of water, your prop wash shoots so far down into that water, you wouldn't believe how far it goes down and how far out it'll go. So go ahead and graph your deal, come back, look, see, find another point, go graph it, make your waypoints on it. I always give it about an hour, and then I'll come back. If I want to at that day, I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna fish those couple points or those little sweet spots or those little, indentations like that. That's a good little tip. Don't just jump off the motor. Yes, you can catch them like that. I'm not saying you can't. A lot of guys will graph if you got some deeper water. Like I said, that prop wash thing is amazing, how far down that prop wash will go. And you'll see it if you want to learn it yourself and see how far down your prop wash goes or how far it goes and it stays there. Go ahead and do your grid. When you come back, cross over where you just went. And I guarantee it's going to show up on your graph. I hate beating the bank. I'd rather be offshore trying to find a wad of fish or the better fish, or where there's a whole bunch of fish, schooling fish, all that kind of stuff. So I feel really comfortable offshore, and a lot of that goes thanks to the graphs, the Lowrance graphs. I run Lowrance, they're all good these days. They're all real good. But getting out there, graphing the structure that you intend to fish, and then actually being able to go back and execute on what you've graphed. Being able to read what you just did with your graph, making your waypoints and seeing what the bottom composition is, and being able to turn around now and go fish those fish. So what I do, obviously you start off,